Hey, shalom, shalom. Shalom. Knocking out with high bar. We the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah to preach these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian Stations, and Israelite foreigners. Nacham, Adam, Kaya, Hamalak, Hashemayim, Korah, repent, yea, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. First and foremost, before we get started, go ahead and say,
Call Halayim Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rukakwadash.
Hey, double honors to the elders and apostles of great men, son, they tell us the truth and do it well. And much respect to you, brothers, that preach the truth with all righteousness. Necessary, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
So pretty much we're just going into the downfall of American Babylon the Great. For the brother get that scripture in, I think it's Revelation 18.
Con, I got you.
Because pretty much, the Lord is judging American Babylon the Great, for her, not treacherous act, for her whorish ways,
This is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Speaking of the aftermath of Babylon, post-destruction. Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth.
Do you run it back on the show?
Yes, sir. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
God pretty much took on her ways, the ways that's not beneficial to society, that westernization.
Right.
And the scriptures actually go into that in Jeremiah the 50th chapter. They took on the American Babylon the Great's ways, so therefore they are mad. So that's why we see these countries casting off those ways. We keep going.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
Pretty much arise ye and depart. Micah 2 and 10. Could you get that depart? Yeah. Because if you're attached to American Babylon the Great and the philosophies, you'll be destroyed right along with it.
Sure. Let's talk about when we get beamed up.
Well,
read it again too.
Yeah. So that's whenever Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai had the chariot, the tractor beam on everybody. We're being taken up into the ships that we can avoid being destroyed in the nuclear fire.
Right. That's the elect getting called up.
Exactly.
Get that real quick before you read that. Go to Isaiah. Get that in Isaiah 26. Right. Because there's only one way to avoid the destruction is getting beamed up. That's what we're waiting on. That's the hope that we put in.
Isaiah 26 and what up?
20.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 26 verse 20, and it reads, Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers.
That's right.
And shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be over.
Right. So the elect, all right, they're going to be hidden up in the heavens, all right, above in the chariots for a moment, a particular time, until that destruction resides, man, until that fire resides from over the earth.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? So that's going to be the safe haven for the elect. It's not going to be a bunker. It's not going to be fleeing America, going to another country. All right, it's going to be simply waiting on Yahweh Shai to be delivered up.
That's right. On the way out.
Yep.
Yes, sir. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 7. And to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, and flaming fire taking vengeance on them that knew not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, which is adding on to what the elder was saying, man, because those that are troubled, which is the elect, man, in order for us to be protected from that destruction, man, we're going to have to be beamed up into that chariot, man. Because there's, like you said, there's no other way outside of that destruction, man. All right, so if you're not of the elect, you're not beamed up, you're going to be destroyed here in Babylon the Great.
Come in and read.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 5. So like verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. And brother, grab Jeremiah 51:6 right there.
I got it right here. This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 6. It says, Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
This is the time of the Lord's vengeance, man. Again, as the brothers have been echoing, right? The only way that you can make it out of this situation is not by catching a PJ. It's not by going into these bunkers, right? It's by having the salvation by way of Yahweh Shai, okay? Because other than that, Jake is going to be completely obliterated.
And God says he will render unto her a recompense. Babylon
will render unto her a recompense. Babylon the Great. Alright? Mystery Babylon, mother of abominations. Right? That's America. You read it?
It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, unto her philosophy. Therefore the nations are mad.
Right, therefore the nations are mad. These nations have been destroyed through the wines and philosophies, as the brother was saying. Right? And these philosophies are at odds with what the will of Yahweh Bashmel Shai is. Right? What he deems as appropriate to how to govern on the planet. Okay?
Esau set up a whole system on the planet Earth that was dedicated to be in opposition with the Lord.
Right.
Right? This whole system that governs the earth is an anti-Messiah system. Right? It's against every way, form, and facet of Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. That's why the Lord has to come physically take this beast down.
That's right.
All right? Because we're in the time of what? That Roman Empire 2.0 ruling, man. You know what I'm saying? Yep, the feet of Myrie Clay, which that stone that was cut out with our hands is going to break up, break the feet of that statue when you read about that, man. You know?
Every kingdom that was in opposition with the law, statutes, and commandments never stood.
Right.
You know? Because it's the law, statutes, and commandments bring forth life and prosperity. And you go opposite of that, this is where you have the world today. Right. At its split today.
I got a quick definition. I got a quick definition for the word, further feeding brother's point, how this devil here, he chose to walk contrary to the will and power of Yahweh Shah, because he is the wicked. See that? Contrary, and it says opposite in nature, direction, or meaning. You see that? So this devil, everything that he pushes is totally against the scripture. You see that? So that's why this devil here, he has to be brought out of power, man, because everything that he's done. So I mean, just look at the earth, man. Look at the earth today, and what this devil has done. He's completely destroyed this place. This place here, America, Babylon, it used to be pretty much a paradise. Look what the hell he did to it, man.
Gad called America the land of princely realm.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, that day shall not come, except to come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. You get to the point in verse 4. Verse 4, it says, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. So that's pretty much what it's going into, man. He's in direct opposition to everything that is called the Most High. Everything. He's against us, he's against the scriptures, he's against the natural laws that the Most High has set up. He's against everything. Right. And as you see the fruit of his labor, man. Right. Everything in chaos, man. Everything just dying.
The scriptures say he turned everything upside down.
Right.
Could a brother get Job 21 and verse 14? Oh no, that's cool. Pretty much the point was that the Lord is rewarding Babylon the Great with plagues, for her wickedness. That's why we see the weather, the famines, the pestilences, and such. Just the prophecies that's hidden Babylon the Great, because the Lord is pretty much imploding Babylon.
Job 21:14. This is the book of Job 21:14. It reads, therefore they say unto the Most High, depart from us, For we desire not the knowledge of thy will.
It's pretty much, you go to Psalms 10 and 4, it talks about pretty much the same thing. You know, they don't want anything to do with the Lord. You know, we can see that through their actions.
Yeah, that's why you see right now, what do we see? We see science being exalted over the power. Satanism, his miracles and lying wonders. Right? This is what he would be coming with, man. He said that back in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8 or 9, it says even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. See that? So everything that he's pushed, that the beloved Elder Yashawamba went into a lesson about the industrial revolutions, man. That's all part of his miracles. Through his technology, because hey, Daniel the 2nd chapter, Daniel the 12th chapter goes into that what knowledge shall increase. So right now we're in the 4th industrial revolution, which is about what they call it, smart technology, merging man with machine, supercomputers, AI. This is where we at right now. But those all go back to those signs and miracles and lying wonders, man, which he's ruling the earth with.
Yeah.
You know?
It's so-called. It's really witchcraft.
Exactly.
He's pushing, man.
Exactly. High level witchcraft at that. You got it, Rock.
Let me read that again for you.
You got it.
Yeah, this is the book of Job, and I got this. So this is the book of Job, chapter 21, verse 14. It reads, therefore, they say unto the Most High, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
So I had quoted this, I'm going to get this in Psalms 10 and 4. It says, the wicked, the so-called white man says, through the pride of his countenance, you know, because we went into pride yesterday, pretty much the devil is filled with pride. You know, it says, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all of his thoughts, because like the brother read, you know, pretty much he feels as if he is the Most High.
Only a true devil will get on the platform and say, look, we don't care if we piss the Most High off. If he brings a drought, we're going to make it rain. You know, we got the power now. Who's the Most High?
Nigga said Jesus is fake
Yeah,
news.
he said that the second coming of who the world calls Jesus the Christ was fake news. You know, he actually said that. He said, look, you don't need to wait on the Lord no more.
Nope.
We here.
We got immortality for you.
Yeah, we got an immortality. You know, we got the technology now. So who's the Lord? Right? But the Lord said this, I want to add on to that. This is Ezekiel 35. Right? Because this whole system, as the brother was getting into, this whole system is set up on blasphemy, man. Yeah. Ezekiel 35 in verse 11. Matter of fact, I'll read down. I'll start at 10. Ezekiel 35 and 10, it says, because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine. What are the two nations? The northern and southern kingdom. All right, which he has in his possession. All right. It says, these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. So this devil actually thought that Yahweh Shemal Shah is with him. He thinks that. Right? But really he's fulfilling the left hand. Right? It says, therefore as I live, saith the Lord power, I will even do according to thy anger and according to thy envy which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. All right? The tribes, the Israelites. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. And this is what we're telling you people out there. That the Lord is about to make himself known, man. He's about to reveal himself, man. His power, his right arm, Yahweh Shai. Right? Verse 12 it says, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh Shai, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. So the word that comes especially from these Christians and these Edomites is that what? That Israel has been consumed. Which is a total lie, because hey, Malachi 3 and 6 says what? The eye of the Lord changed not, therefore you sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Right.
Right? But that's what these nations say. Go ahead. Yeah.
This is
Come in a little.
recent interview with Kamala Harris. She's on record saying when we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population, more of our children will breathe clean air and drink clean water. So who is that targeting? You tribes, man. Their goal has always been to reduce the population of the Israelites.
Right. So what you were speaking of goes back to what you call the Malthusian theory, which is where a lot of these climate control talks, the overpopulation, it all goes back to that. These damn Edomite, man.
Right.
Child of Malthus.
How you say it, the Methuselah theory?
Methuselah theory.
It says, verse 12, again it says, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies that thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. Verse 13, thus with your mouth you have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me, and I have heard them. So, hey, all of this shit that these devils are talking on these platforms right now, hey, the Lord is hearing it, man. All right, how there is no God, how science, this, we have the ability to achieve immortality. We're going to control the world. We're going to rule the world under this technology, right? It says, thus saith the Lord power, when the whole earth rejoices, I will make thee desolate, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate. So will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, in all of Idumea, even all of it. And they shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. So, hey, we are in that time where the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Shai, is about to get rid of this fucking place, man. This is Mount Seir, America. Idumea, Babylon. All right, what else? Sodom and Egypt, spiritually Sodom and Egypt, Assyria. Right? That's dealing with America now, man.
Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Nah, pretty much Esau got what you call like that tunnel view. He isn't seeing things where they truly are. He isn't bringing to mind that he's the basis of men.
Right. He has a God complex, man.
Continuing on, it says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, and that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
His devil feel like he's not going to be touched. You start at verse 2.
Start at verse 3. Continue on verse 4.
You go to verse 2.
Start at verse 2. It's Isaiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Esau has been made small among the heathen, when you go into the word small. It's what, which means insignificant, What he says in the earth, no longer, these nations are not respecting him.
Right. It says, thou art greatly despised.
That's why we're seeing that Jeremiah 51 and 7, these nations are mad. They're going away from this devil.
Everybody is starting to see the Edomites for who they truly are, man. This is why you've been seeing an uptick of rebellions against Edomites. Like you have, I think that was in South Africa, we had the farmers pretty much kicking Esau out, making them, throw them in the street and shit, killing them. Everybody's starting to see all the problems in the world all come back to Edom.
The world's pretty much set up in bullshit. The Most High is allowing fellas to get exposed against the devil.
Some position being revealed.
Like you said, the world is fighting back. The animals, the planet itself, everything is fighting back against Esau, man. To show you how insignificant he is, man. That's right.
I got you. Micah 2 and verse 4. I started at 3. And it reads, it says, therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, behold, against this family do I devise evil, for which ye should not remove your necks, neither shall you go heartily, for this time is evil. All right? The point. In that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with a doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled. He have changed the portion of my people. How he have removed it from me, turning away, he have divided our fields. So as Priest was saying, the world is crying out, man, with a doleful lamentation against the Edomite, man. Right? You're responsible for GMO foods, all the sicknesses that's going on, the shit that they put in the air. Right now, hey, these Edomites are talking about how the whole entire America continent is basically being poisoned through forever chemicals. It's all in the drinking water, man. Who's responsible for the shit? Who did that?
My family. His name.
See that?
That goes back to the DuPont family. One of the so-called elites.
See?
The Rockefeller Foundation, they created cancer. All these, every problem that you see, they got a so-called foundation or whatever behind it, goes back to a small hat. What proves to you that they're the ones responsible for this, because like it tells you in Sirach, can you get that real quick? Sirach, I think like in the end of 10 or in 11, where pretty much says they're not putting the person got some people there or something on the line. Because like I said, they have that thing, problem, reaction, test the reaction of the public and then come up with the so-called solution, which they already had from the beginning when they created the problem.
Yeah.
You saw with this whole gimmick that happened in the last 3 years, man.
That's him being the most high.
Exactly. Sirach 11.
Talking about the falls will be there also.
Yeah.
That's
12, yeah.
This is the book of Sirach. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12.
prime example, as Priest was saying, like when these wars, when Esau sets off these wars in the so-called Middle East, here it is, civilizations get destroyed.
Yep.
Esau comes in with his contractors and shit to build, rebuild, you know, put them in that debt, give them loans, you know, puts that society in that particular that debt, you know, so that they're constant in slavery under those elites, man. You know?
That's what happened in Haiti.
Yep.
That heart machine caused that earthquake to go and mess that country up. And that was right there giving them aid.
Yep.
But in the midst of their aid, you had all the children go missing. Under who? The Clintons.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, and verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
Yeah, like I said, he's the one that's causing the problem, and he'll say he has the solution to help the world. He always puts himself up as that white knight that's going to come in and bring salvation to those that need it. When you're the damn devil, that's why Scripture tell you how Lucifer, pretty much Satan has changed himself to an angel of light. That's Esau, man.
And you got our people to this day that still abide and believe that he is that knight in shining armor, coming to save the day. Right? A lot of our people, they took that juice packet, that type of thinking. And it's sad that that's going to be a lot of our people when they come into the times of Jacob's trouble, because why? They don't have an understanding of who the enemy is.
Yeah, they put their trust in the covering that was not for them. Because your true covering comes from the Yahweh Shah, not this devil or anything else, man. That's right. You're going to see that when you're put in a time of travail. All the things that you want, body is going to fail.
We go to back to Job.
This is the book. This is the book of Job. Job chapter 21, verse 14. It reads, therefore they say unto the Most High, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
And that's the mindset of Esau. You know, everything is contrary to the Lord, man. They desire not the Lord's ways. That's why we live in this anti-Messiah society, right? God, talk about some God bless America, man. Who God are you talking about? There's many, not the God of the Bible. There's many gods, but only one true power, man.
Their God is gold, gold, drugs. Yeah, right.
Witchcraft.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
Right.
Job chapter 21, verse 15. What is the might, what is the Almighty, that we should serve Him?
They pretty much push this to the masses of the people, according to their Satanism. But they even got that in the schools.
Say it on.
Reading books to the kids, teaching the kids, all these different programs, parades you go to. Now legislation pretty much saying that parents now get arrested if they refuse to pay for their child's change.
It's even got to the point where they got little boys like in Barbie's commercials.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pushing that witchcraft.
Yeah. It's got to the point where you try to go shopping for your kids or your grandkids. You can't even, like you got there shopping for a boy, you don't know what the hell kind of shoe to get because all of them look like the girl shoes and boy shoes.
But that's done on purpose though,
Yeah.
man. That's one thing with your children. Don't get in the habit of saying children. Esau wants you to call your children kids because a kid is a baby goat, like a sacrifice. And that's why they're targeting your children for all these different agendas, man, because they're being used as sacrifice to appease the gods that Esau has been giving them.
Exactly.
That's right. Job 21:15. Start from the top. What is Almighty that we should serve him, and what profit should we have if we pray unto him?
Yes, they pretty much say, you know, if we've been getting away with all this wickedness, why don't we need to worship the Most High now?
Yeah.
We've been able to conquer the whole world doing all this type of wickedness. We've been worshiping Satan. We've been killing these people, these children. We've been doing all this bullshit. What do we need the Most High's way for?
And going back to what that devil, what's his name? Yuval Harari. You know, you heard what the hell he said. You know, how we don't need God. You know, we pretty much got, you know, just like what Elder had said earlier. You know, showing you that these devils said it's the pride of these devils. That's why when Yahweh Shah come back, he's going to bring that pride to his knees. And these devils said, man, they're going to fall in the huge way.
Right. Everything that they're doing is pretty much getting exposed to where it's like, man, you can't see this man as the devil, bro. The Lord clearly is not dealing with you. You're going to die here.
Yeah, they just found cocaine in the White House.
Right. Then they closed the investigation without naming none of the people who was involved.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's going on in there, man. Coke down orgy.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's the White House, man.
It's the White House, literally.
But it's all type of satanic shit that be going through the White House. They have reports to show you that it be spirits that be walking around in the damn White House. That's why a lot, when Obama came in office, that's when that started coming out. They were scared to sleep in that shit, man. The celebrities and all that. There's spirits that be walking up and down in that shit, man.
We get that Ecclesiastes. It's pretty much like the brother mentioned. Esau has been doing his wickedness for so long, he feel like he's not going to be punished.
Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Rise not up in anger at the presence of an injurious person. This book of Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
And so pretty much Esau feel like since he has been punished, he keep on doing that wickedness. But like the scriptures say, he didn't consider the latter end of it.
Because really, the reason why is because he's drunk off pride.
Yeah.
He's drunk off his pride, his power, you know, and that's what pride does. It gives you that state of false security.
Yep.
You know, it puts you under that delusion, and that's really the delusion of Esau. All right, can I get something real quick before you read on? Jeremiah 49, pride of that heart. Obadiah. Oh, yeah, come on.
So Jeremiah
49, it started at 7 and read down to 12.
This is Jeremiah 49 and verse 7. It says, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? His counsel perished from the prudent.
His counsel perished from the prudent. His counsel perished from the so-called wise men of Esau Edom.
Yes.
Clearly. Right? Look at this dysfunctional fucking society, man.
Right.
Well, good is evil and evil is good.
Yeah.
Totally back. Everything back.
Right? This is a filthy place, man. And you talking about some God bless America, man? Right? Hey, that's straight up mockery, man.
Yeah. Because in one breath, that's sitting there and say that this country was founded off God. And then you see the inception of it is child sacrifice, child trafficking.
Right.
You know, the manipulation of really the Israelites, man. You know, got us into all these heathenistic customs.
Yeah.
Our blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah. Idol worship, exploitation. All right. Blasphemy of the Lord and his people in his name. All right. There's nothing God related. All right, about the society.
Everything you think of, Babylon does it.
Right.
A lot of times when I think about this place, Babylon or America, I imagine myself walking through a bunch of shit.
That's what it is.
That's how I feel when I'm out here sometimes, because everything is totally upside down. You know, as a matter of fact, America, they had a quote, the land of the free and home of the brave. And we call this place the land of the free and home of the slave.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, read it.
Back to Jeremiah 49 and latter of verse 7, it says, is there wisdom vanished?
Is the wisdom vanished? Where the hell is the wisdom at in this fucking place, man? We're being led over by children of fools, man. base men. Right? Hey, what about it saying in that video I posted? Hey, you think we Republicans are saying that we're drinking the blood of children?
Oh,
Yeah, he said that shit.
Yeah.
If you think he said if you think I'm Satan reincarnated or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, your own lips condemn you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got the sound of freedom coming out, man.
That shit lets it be known exactly what the hell is going on
This
here.
place got to go, man.
And it's an international thing, man. Matter of fact, I took a picture of a stat they posted in the intake. Speaking on that.
Because even like on this side, you know, you got hotels that's in with that the trafficking thing.
And that movie shows you that.
Banks too.
So this is statistic when you watch the Sound of Freedom. It says human trafficking is $180 billion a year business.
Wow.
The United States is one of the top destinations for human trafficking
Yep.
and is among the largest consumers of child sex.
Come on, there you go. Now before you read on, let me add on to that. Go to Isaiah 29, man. Where they say the works in the dark will see of us.
This place is sick, man. Brothers, watch that movie, man. That literally shows you exactly what the hell these nasty motherfuckers are doing.
Right.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 15. It reads, "Woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord Yahweh."
And these devils, they sought deep to hide their counsel, man. This is organized international pedophilia, man.
Yes.
Banks, governments, top heads, everybody's involved. All right, everybody's colluded in this shit. If that's the word I'm using properly. One big ass collusion, man. Right?
To add to your point, when you think about an organization, I mean that there's checks and balances that
Yes.
they go through. They have systems and departments. Like it's a well fabricated operation that they do.
Let me add another stat that was said in that movie. They was like, yo, one child in one day. That's millions being made off of one child. How much more just the whole thing all together? One child, 5 times a day, that's millions of dollars right there.
Exactly. All of this is coming out on you Edomites.
Yeah.
Right? You are the devil that the Bible speaks of.
I thought Esau done away with.
Come on, man. But a fucking Edomite will talk about, what about Chicago? All you niggas want to shoot up the hoods.
That's a microcosm.
This nigga is bombing nations. He's hoarding resources. He has an organized pedo ring, man.
Yeah. He's deeply woven in
Come on, man.
and shit, you know, on a
He's
very-
poisoning the food, the air, the water supply.
Yeah.
But you got the nerve to bring out Pookie and Ray Ray shooting each other in the hood.
But even with that, who caused that?
Yeah.
Because you put niggas in that situation on top, because they did the research, man. All right, if you put, you know, people like that in a small ass area on top of each other, man, it's natural for them to end up like that, man. They did an experiment with rats.
Yeah.
I think it was called like experiment like 151 or something like that. But they had a society just like how the ghettos was set up with rats, and that civilization pretty much rats became homos. The women rats all got to one section. Pretty much didn't want to deal with the men no more, and then the men rats that didn't become homos killed each other. Man. So it's the same thing that's going on now, man.
Crazy.
This shit is a big ass fucking science experiment.
Big
man.
project.
They do the same thing with fish. Matter of fact, that's why they call it just that, projects, man. You know, do the same thing with fish.
Bro.
You know,
I'm
you
gonna
put
put
too
that
many
video in the
fish
chat.
into a tank, put too many fish into a tank, after a while, the males, they're going to bump heads because there's not enough room.
Yeah.
Right? And also, you know, further backing up your point, who the hell created the gun for Jake to even do that, man? You know, Jake don't own no damn gun factories, man. Esau does.
Yeah, he putting the guns in the hoods.
Yeah.
Even when you look it up, like the most shipped out weapons, you know, you'll see the U.S., France, you see Russia, all Edomite countries.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you know
Yes. Isaiah 29:15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord Yahweh Shai,
That's right.
and their works are in the dark, and say, it's like, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us?
See that their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? Yahweh Shema Shai and the angels.
That's right.
That's why this nigga is being revealed on the level that he's being revealed, man.
That's
Right? Hey, it should be hangings on these fucking people, man. There should be uproars, man. You're talking about organized crime, organized pedophilia, man. Right? They selling organs, snatching up kids, chopping up body parts. The videos is out there, man.
Yeah.
Right? But you got the nerve to talk about the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Hispanic, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I get a precept to add to that.
You got it, man. We're gonna stay on that subject matter, man, because this needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
Right? And we the only ones that's calling it out. Calling it out. Obadiah last verse. Lord was gonna raise up what? Judges. He was gonna raise up saviors upon Mount Zion to judge the Mount of Esau.
I want to add real quick what I was speaking of. What that experiment was called Universe 25, and the term that he used to test it out is called a behavioral thinking. And that's when you look at that and look at the parallel between that and the ghetto, it's the same thing. Look that up on your own time.
Right quick, Proverbs 15:3. The eyes of the Lord Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good.
Yeah, so the Most High, the angels in Yahweh Shema Shai are seeing everything, man. They're seeing your sacrifices, they're seeing your occult ceremonies, right? You conjuring up demons, your sorcery, your spells, your enchantments. The Lord is in the midst of all that, man. So nothing gets away from the eyes of the power, man. You know? Go ahead, I'll come in.
This is Psalm 50, verse 21. It says, "These things hast thou done, and I kept silence."
Hey, because remember, hey, this is the serpent, man. The elders went into the lessons dealing with that, man. On how to tie the serpent from the garden back to Esau. These are the sons of the wicked, man. The serpent was what? The son of the wicked, man. The sons of the wicked. A race of witches, man. Diviners, man. All right? Enchanters, if you will. And that same spirit has been embodied in the Edomite today. Right?
Continuing on, it says, "Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself."
Right.
You know, and just to show you, an example of that, whenever Esau first came over here and he took over the land of America, he called it manifest destiny. Exactly. Saying that it was his divine right to come out here and conquer, man. That Most High gave it to him. And that's the way he thinks right now. This is Psalm 50, continuing on. In 21, it says, "Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes."
Right, and that's what's going on. See, the Lord is reproving Esau. How is he reproving him? By the way of the prophets. See that? That's really the voice of Yahweh Shema Shai reproving Esau. And he said, "I will set them in order before thine eyes," man. So that's what's going on. The elect out of the nation of Israel are being set in order, man. The Lord also said the same thing, similar, I believe, in Psalms 23. He said, I prepare a table in the midst of my enemies, man. And that table is being prepared right now, man. The wisdom, the knowledge, man. Right in the face of our enemies, because they can't perceive on how this is happening. But this is all the spirit of the Lord. This is prophecy. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10. We start at verse 1. It reads, "Why standest thou afar off, O Lord Yahweh Shema Shai? Why hidest thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride do persecute the poor."
Yeah, the wicked in his pride do persecute the poor. Who's the poor? You Israelites, man. All these laws and decrees are dedicated to the destruction of our people in every form and fashion. Go ahead.
Continuing on. Let them be taken in the devices they have imagined.
Exactly. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined, because ultimately, pursuing the Psalms, the 7th chapter, right? All these wicked devices are going to fall back upon your own pate, as the scriptures say.
Yeah.
Meaning the top of your damn head.
Yeah.
Everything that this man set up to destroy us is eventually going to destroy his ass.
That's right, man.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Continuing on, Psalm chapter 10, verse 3. "The wicked boasteth of his heart's desire,
Yep.
and blesseth the covetous, like blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai abhorreth."
Right, and right now they're boasting on the fact of how they're in position in their minds to take over the planet Earth by the means of this technology under Satan, man. Right?
And through history, they felt like nobody had the opportunity to achieve what they're doing now.
Yeah.
They're grasping out the opportunity to finally be able to, have the whole world in their hands.
Right.
The technology that they have, they feel like they're going to be able to do it. Right? But the Most High has other plans for them.
That's right.
That makes sense. I watched Buddy's videos on Branching Out. His point was basically how this whole fourth industrial revolution is so that they can perfect their slavery.
Yep.
And all the flaws that were in first slavery that they did in America. You know, they've gone back and did all the research, and so brothers have been talking about the projects and things of that nature. Now they're introducing the technological aspect of it, so that they have complete and total control without any of the side effects.
Right, because what you just said is heavy, because what they're doing, they're trying to, quell out any source of rebellion. And that's why you had them study what, I think it was Bill Gates that said the VMAT2, the God gene. So this whole jab experiment was used to pretty much try to cut off the Israelite relationship with the Most High. So if you got that juice, ultimately if you get that chip, your connection with the Most High is gone. You are completely remade in the image of man. You have that 666 in you.
You've been repacked, so to speak.
Exactly.
Yep. The juice packet, they was mentioning something about took it would affect your pineal gland.
Yeah, it'll calcify it. It'll literally just make it to where it'll cut off that connection. That's why you had that one IUIC dude that took it. He said, I feel like my faith is gone.
Yeah.
And disconnected it.
Or you start thinking about it bugging out.
Esau knows that your spirit, or what you said, the pineal gland, right, which is basically where your spirit sits, right? He knows that that's like it's like an energy connection. It's like that's your Wi-Fi connection to the spirit world.
Right.
Right.
He said that whenever somebody who is they would classify highly religious, the VMAT2 is a different color than most people.
Right.
He's talking about us, but they know that that's exactly why our people are so spiritual. This is why they put fluoride in the hood. Niggas love Kool-Aid, like pork. Right. All these different things are used to calcify your pineal gland.
Yeah, cut off your spirit because, hey, like the scriptures say, the music too. That's another point. But like the scriptures say, his heart is deep, and he does a diligent search because Esau has actually studied when Jake sends prayers up. Like his body actually emits energy into the heavens.
Yeah, that's on that.
Right.
It's like a Wi-Fi router.
Esau knows this. So when you're praying, you're actually emitting energy from you back to the Father. Your prayers are being heard, basically. So Esau is using all these means to cut that off. This thing is deep.
He killed Mitch one of his interviews that he did. He was talking about how the juice will affect your pineal.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, VMAT2.
Hey, it's literally a war on your mind, man.
Yeah.
So anyway, finish it out. We'll go back to that.
Yes. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 10, verse 4. The wicked who pride his conscience do not seek after the Most High.
Right.
Most High is not in his thoughts.
The Most High is not in any Edomite thoughts. Right?
Psalm chapter 10, verse 5. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of sight. As for all his enemies, he comforted them.
Right.
Jeremiah 49 and verse 8. It says, flee, yea, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan. For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him.
And this is the time where the Lord, the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is beginning to visit the Edomite man. Right? And he's doing this by what? Plaguing in society. Right? You see the demonic activity, the system, the economy crashing, right? The famines, the inflation, right? People are struggling, the confusion that's on the people. People don't trust the system or the government. All right? They hate the president. You know what I'm saying? These are all signs of a failing society. Read on.
If great gatherers come to thee, will they not leave some gleaning grapes?
Right.
If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough.
Yeah, Esau don't give a fuck. He want everything.
Yeah.
All right? That's why if the Lord didn't speed these days up, no flesh will be saved.
Hey, that's why Jake got that saying. Illuminati with my mind, soul, and my body. Man, these niggas want everything. Man. You already got everybody that's slaves, but you want to take it further to where you're taking away people's the spirit. You're enslaving their spirit, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Keep one.
It says, but I have made Esau bare.
Yep.
I've uncovered his secret places.
See that? The Lord made Esau bare, starting with the prophets. He said, I have uncovered his secret places. Right? As we just talked about, the organized international crime ring dealing with the trafficking. Right? That's all part of Esau's secret councils, man. Right? The occult, the Freemasonry, the rituals that they do, right? Conjuring up spirits, how they give homage to these particular idols that go back to these ancient demonic spirits from the old world. You see what I'm saying? He's mastered. Esau has mastered that left hand. That's why this is Babylon, man. All the ancient idols from our former captivities are pushed here, man. And Jake is still indulging in them, in those very same idols today, man. They're just going. It's the same old idols, but with new names.
Yep,
repackaged. The Lord said that in Deuteronomy 32, man. That you basically, you've been given over to idolatry, to idols that were newly created, that your fathers feared not. Right?
Keep going in that. Did we finish it up?
Read down to 12.
I can just read something on this. It's Jeremiah 49:10. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. He shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors he is not.
Right, so that's the point. He can't hide himself. Everybody knows about the Illuminati. Everybody knows about the elites, the international banking families, the 13 bloodlines or whatever they call them, right? The so-called royal families. There ain't nothing royal about these niggas, man. The satanic families, right? Everybody knows about this stuff. The Trilateral Commission, the Bilderberg Group, the Knights of Templar, Freemasonry, right? The different lodges and shit like that. You know? Come on, man. Yeah, the rituals and all of that, man. This is all common knowledge now. But that's the Lord ultimately what? Revealing the devil for who he is. You got it, brother.
This is Inquisition, the Edmond Online. It says a judicial investigation, act or process of inquiry.
God, the Lord said that he has made Esau bare. This is Ecclesiastes 3:15. It says that which had been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And the Most High required that which is past. I want to get this word for require. It's the quash. It says to seek, require, desire, exact, request. It says demand, require, ask, request. It says make inquisition. So pretty much the Lord has searched out Esau's counsel, and he's been lacking in righteousness.
Yeah, it said judicial investigation. And this nigga's on trial right now, man. And we're the witnesses that's testifying of all this bullshit so he can be found guilty, man.
Yeah, you did it, nigga.
Right.
The scriptures say, search his wickedness till thou find none. You know?
A little bit more of this. It says a searching into, a seeking, legal examination. Is that what the Lord told us to do? Keep not silent? You know, expose this nigga, give him no rest, man. It says...
Yeah, this is a spiritual, legal examination that's going on.
Exactly. It says a seeking of grounds for accusation.
Right, because, hey, he's regarded as the accuser of our brethren.
Right.
So here it is. He's set up a system for Jake to go off, but he's praying to Yahweh Shem Shai about it, man.
Woo.
See what I'm saying?
You know, according to the law, was so heavy about that if you're a false witness, all right, what's the judgment for being a false witness? Whatever that you're trying to lie on us is going to happen to you.
Exactly.
You're trying to kill us. What's going to kill you for being a false witness?
Exactly. Yeah, because he's really a false witness.
Exactly.
Right, that's heavy. Nigga took the stand and lied.
I know.
right. You got to go ahead.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 19 and verse 18. And the judges shall make diligent inquisition.
See?
Watch. Search out.
Diligent inquisition. Wait, we search everything out. No stone left uncovered.
Don't he search Jake?
Right.
Don't he do a diligent search on Jake?
Right. And what have we found? You have broken every law in the Bible. Every law. And the scripture says if you break one, you break all, but you literally broke all of them, right? So nigga, you about to be going down. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 19 and verse 18. The judges shall make diligent inquisition, and behold, if the witnesses bear false witness, and have testified falsely against his brother, then shall ye
Against his brother?
Woo!
finish it up.
I'm going to have this one.
Okay.
Malachi chapter 1, verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh. Yet you say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
Was he not? Are we not his brother? Alright, go ahead.
Saith the Lord Yahweh, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
Deuteronomy 19 and 19. Then shall you, 18. And the judges shall make diligent inquisition, and behold, if the witness be a false witness, and hath testified falsely against his brother, then shall ye do unto him as he had thought to have done unto his brother.
Whatever you're going to do unto us, you brought out in Revelation 18 to get that part out. He said, do unto her double. So what's going to come upon you for trying to do this to us? You don't have to purpose.
Yep. Exactly, because hey, Edom is synced to Babylon.
Exactly.
Right? Edom is connected to Babylon, America, man. Edom is America, right? I got something real quick. Psalms 51 and 19. It says, "Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue framest deceit." Right? This is what Esau does. Through the means of his laws and his decrees, he framest deceit. It says, verse 20, "Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, and slanderest thy own mother's son." You see that? So you got to pay. Right? Esau isn't gonna get away. You got to pay, man. Got it.
We did
Psalms 51, 19 and 20.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1.
He's a false accuser. Which when you look that up in that verse in Revelation 12 and 10, the accuser of our brethren, when you go and accuse it goes into false accuser. A slanderer. Right? That's Esau, man. But now look at him. Now the light is on his ass. Right?
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 9. When you look at the header of this chapter, it's search for justice. For inquisition shall be made into the counsels of the ungodly, and the sound of his words shall come unto the Lord for the manifestation of his wicked deeds.
Ooh, man. Hey, the prayers is going up. We sending up curses to the Father, to his Son, to Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, to avenge us, man. To avenge the blood of your serpent, your servants. Right? Slip of the tongue. Right? Because this devil's a fucking serpent, man.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
That's the point right there, just the inquisition being made in the council.
Right.
What's the title of that chapter was?
The search for justice.
Search for justice. What is justice? He says the exercise of authority and vindication of right by assigning reward or punishment. Also quality of being fair and just, moral soundness and conformity to truth.
Ooh, hey, can I add something on that? The Lord is fair. Give me Lamentations 4:21. You got it, brother. Get in there, brother. 4:21. Because it said, hey, the Lord's judgment is fair. Did we not drink the cup?
This is the book, Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 21. It reads, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom,
Yep.
that dwellest in the land of Uz.
Right, well, us can be tied to America. Go ahead.
The cup also shall pass through its deep."
Yeah, the cup. You gonna drink the cup too? We drink the cup. We drink every last drop of this shit. Right? Genocide, slavery, destruction, our oppression. Right? Have our heritage taken away. Losing remembrance of who we are. Go ahead,
Take it on. I'll read it. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21.
Families destroyed, children separated. Come on, man.
Lamentations 4:21. "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. Cup shall pass through unto thee.
That's right.
Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked."
Thou should be drunken and make thyself naked, and that's what the Lord allowed you to do. You've been drunken through your pride and your power, and it's made you naked. It's completely exposed your ass. Right? You tried to hide, but you can't hide no more. Right? The Lord made you bare.
Yeah, because Esau tried to shift the blame. Like what a problem. You know? They blame global warming, humans. No, nigga, it's you.
Yeah. Niggas is not the Illuminati, bro.
Right. Jay-Z.
Right.
Jay-Z is not the head of all what's going on the earth.
Right.
This nigga is a pawn.
Right.
You know? He's being told what to do, man.
Exactly.
They told this nigga grow his hair. You see this nigga with the ugly ass dread.
Yeah. Jay-Z don't control no goddamn resources, man.
Exactly.
Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, right? Them niggas ain't the elite. They're not the international bankers.
Jay ain't the face of drugs because, like Jabbar said, who's the one bringing the guns in?
Yeah.
Who's the one bringing the drugs in off the boat?
Come on, man.
Who's the one that's going around hunting these animals to extinction?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Who controls the money?
Right.
Hey, I forgot what Lee said that. It was like, I care not who makes the laws.
It's one of the five sons up there.
He said, I pretty much give me control of the money, and I care not who controls the law. You know, who controls the money, you can probably make whatever law you want.
Right. Niggas ain't controlling no world resources, man. All right, starving people out and oppressing nations, man. Niggas not doing that.
Niggas ain't bring their own selves in the heart.
Come on, man. Y'all gotta cut that shit out. We dealing with the source of the problem. Yeah, whatever else. Yeah. Read the 22. Read 21 and read 22. I'll get back to you.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 21. It reads, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwells in the land of Uz. Cup also shall pass through to thee.
Yep.
Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked.
That's right.
Verse 22. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
This is why all this is happening. Because our punishment has been accomplished, man.
Yeah.
Meaning it's time for us to be delivered.
That's right.
Go ahead.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
That's right.
He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sin.
He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins, man. The sins of the so-called white men are being discovered right now, man. Right? You are a vow-based creature, man. You are a murderer. Like your forefather from the beginning, man.
Yep.
That same spirit.
You never go on the internet and see somebody giving a history lesson on Esau and it's some good he said.
Exactly.
It's always something that makes you say, damn.
You know?
This devil here, he's pretty much getting exposed, and us being the Lord, we're, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema, we're exposing this devil on an all-time level, man, and it's being proven that you are indeed the wicked devil that the Holy Bible has always spoken about. It's like when you think about court, I got the 7 stages of criminal trial. There is choosing jury, how about the law of your man, in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema, you got your opening statement. That's everybody who says they need to say. And we're saying what we need to say. We're showing to clear about that he is wicked. Then you got witness testimony, cross-examination. Yep, that's us too. Then you yep, that's right. Then you got the closing arguments. Right? Then you got your jury instruction. Then finally, you have your jury deliberation and announcement of the verdict. Right? And we are pretty much reading this stuff here. His verdict is his kingdom is going down. He's going to hardcore captivity for 1,000 long years. Right? And then he's going to be rounded up and completely destroyed, eradicated. That's it. So this devil here, he's finished. He's at his end, man. The longest line always has an end. See that? And this devil here, he is approaching his end.
Yeah, he was ruling only for a little season.
I got a precept right quick for you. Right here at the bar. Let me this up. It says, this is Ecclesiastes 10:4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is proper.
Yeah, so in due time, right, as we're approaching that due time, he's going to set up, Yahweh Shema is going to set a ruler over the earth, one that is profitable. And it's going to start with Yahweh Shai and the elect. All right? Who is going to be profitable to this earth, which is going to restore this earth back to what it needs to be.
Yeah.
That's it. Paradise.
It's needed. The earth itself, the scriptures speak about that. Romans.
Yeah.
Right? How the whole creation is wanting for us to be in a position of power.
Yeah.
And like, he even making videos begging Drake to wake up. Bro.
Yeah.
That's how you know we have to win.
Yeah. And also, the brother Yuan, we actually went into this a few weeks ago. This devil, even his speech is not pure. You see that? The English language, bastard tongue. This is why you see the animals and Jake bugging out on Esau Edom, because this devil here is calling everything outside of his pure name. And that was the heavy point that he had brought out, man. That's why you see Edomites attacking our We sit back and think about it.
All these Karens and Chads getting beat up.
Yeah.
People tired of that shit, man. Well, you trying to police nations, police people and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People tired of this, man. What you got, huh?
But it's funny,
That Karen shit got niggas mad.
Hey, man, Karen, describe yourself, because you look with Karen, man, it says wild, dirty, low-caste man.
Oh, man.
You saw it.
All day, man. So the spirit, the spirit just fits you, man.
Yeah.
It's just like how things come up, it's just fitting, man.
And the Lord lets it know that you are the fucking devil,
Come on, man. Esau can no longer hide himself.
Yeah, no matter how hard you try, bro.
You tried the European, you called yourself an American, the Ottoman Turks, Caucasian, the Romans, the Greeks. No, you are the Edomites, man.
Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee.
Yep.
Thou hast appointed his bound that he cannot pass.
Yeah, so there's a limit. There was a limit on this man's rulership. He's put bounds, and how about Shemal Shah put bounds on him that he can't pass. Right. So he's already plateaued. Oh yeah. Right? Yeah. Once you hit that plateau, it ain't no more going up.
It's like a roller coaster.
Yep.
You know, it goes up, click, 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 and after a while,
that's it. Go down. And that started going, and when you do the research, going into pretty much 1970, man.
Yeah.
America reached what was called peak oil, right? And then after the 70s, destruction. Everything went downhill from there, man.
Drugs come in.
Yep. You had the height. That was the height of all them different movements.
Yeah.
Feminism, sexual liberation, all that shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Satanism, because even the occult dealing with Satanism, a lot of that stuff popped up like 60s and 70s, where it really started to be broadcast and pushed throughout America, man.
All that shit it goes back to Satanism. It's spoken about with the feminism and sexual liberation. That came from, Satanism in itself.
Exactly.
The whole shit with the moons and all that goes back to these two Edomites who pretty much adopted Alistair Crowley's thinking, man.
Exactly.
Alfred Kinsey and John Moon.
Yep.
Money and everything was.
And ultimately, you had the priest Albert Bivens. He came on the scene around that time.
That's heavy. That's heavy.
So that shows you that this was around the 70s, well,
60s, 70s, yeah. That was the time of the destruction of this place. So that's a good point, man.
That's right. And also, when you think about a roller coaster, when you drop, you feel it in your stomach. This place right here is starting to feel it, man. In a big way, And now this place here is full of bombers. You see that? You got it.
You can go to Isaiah 47.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47. I'm going to start at the top, verse 1. It reads, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground where no throne is."
That's pretty much what we're seeing. We're seeing the downfall of America, Babylon the Great. It says, "O virgin daughter of Babylon," because the brother getting Nahum chapter 3, I think verse 4. It's pretty much taking on the same customs as ancient Babylon. It was heavy into like that witchcraft and stuff like that.
This is Nahum chapter 3 and verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whores of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. Behold, I am against thee, said Yahweh of hosts.
Kind of said, selleth nations. We go into the word selleth. It should be makar, which means to be given over to death, because pretty much the lifestyle and how everybody lives up here is a death style. Because ultimately, in the end, they're going to be rewarded with the wicked reward, which is destruction.
It says, "And I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame."
That's pretty much what we see. Could brother get that shameful spewing in Habakkuk, the second chapter, I think? Pretty much we're seeing all of Esau's wicked deeds.
There's so much shit, that we know about this devil, but also there's a lot of stuff that we still don't know about Esau and what he's doing, man.
But I was gonna say, and that's a good thing, because us in this flesh wouldn't be able to stomach that.
Yeah.
We gotta get those new bodies when the Lord fully puts anger on us. And we knew half the shit.
Yeah.
A little bit of the shit.
A quarter
of the shit Esau was doing that we don't know about, bro. Because the shit that we know now is stomach wrenching, man. Like I said, that fucking Sound of Freedom movie, bro, had me tight, bro. That shit let you know, like, yo, this. You just think they didn't of course go into details, but you know what's going on, man. They pulled the dude, the FBI agent, whatever where she was from. When he pulled up to say that kid, that little kid saw him walk up, he just started crying. He knew what was about to happen to him, man.
I need help.
That's the name. He was like, man, my name is Teddy Bear. You already knew what was about to happen. So he was like, nah, I'm talking about your real name, bro. I felt that shit, bro. Just imagine the other shit, the buck breaking, the fucking, how the father of Johnny Carter, how he was doing with women, outbreaking them with no anesthesia. So shit like that is what we know about. That's it. But how much more shit that we don't know?
That's right. Nigga got snuffed up.
Exactly.
And you really know that's big when you do it.
And then what's so crazy about it, the dude that moved, part of his job was to watch the videos. He had to watch the videos to see what those guys were doing to their kids, bro. Yeah, but he's crying. He's crying when he's watching that shit, bro.
Let's go to Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for God.
So the things that he saw too close, those things are being ashamed for right now. Right?
Run thou also, and let thy foreskin be covered.
Your cause being made bare. That exposition is taken from bare. Everything is laid out on the table. The wickedness of the devil.
The cup of the Lord, Yahweh, right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spirit shall be on thy glory.
And that's pretty much why they got to say, oh, we're supposed to be a so-called white person. They got to do a critical race theory. And that's because they got that shameful spirit.
Right. You got a term called white guilt. Where they pretty much, they feel sorry for the deeds of white people in the past, man. Hey.
Though he shed them with tears.
Tears don't do shit for us, man. Hey, y'all can tape all you look, they can tape and they can tape so you saw all you want. You still with you, still good.
It's all propaganda.
Yeah. Even when you look at how you jump and cry, it was very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Who they learned that from? Who learned that best from Eve?
Yeah.
Even though we take them down, they still ain't gonna repent for what they done.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. They just sorry that they got caught.
Yeah, that's the only thing, bro.
Yeah. It's like when you in jail, the pants cut, he thought that was good.
Yeah.
To cry. You sorry because you got caught. You still going to church.
I just look at Tory Lanez, man. He trying to get a retrial.
Yeah.
His lawyer was like, yo, he's despondent in there. He's like, he's ready to give up life. And I was like, what's this? You should have shot that bitch. You know, you shot it.
This book of Psalms 52 and 2. Back up to verse 2. Devil lies. Thy tongue devises mischief like a sharp razor, working secretly. That's all devil do. Working wickedness, working lies, deceitfulness, humbling themselves, crying, making things like a believer. You really care about the children of and what you believe, what he's talking about, all the wickedness, all these schemes and plots and stuff the devil keeps doing. That's what the Bible speaks of. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than speak righteousness. It's all about how the devil loves to lie.
Hey, read that for you. Sirach 12 and 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagines how to throw thee into a pit. Look,
They'll sit down and come to you, they'll take you with sweet lies, sweet nothing. All along, they plan on how to get you, man. They'll stab you in your back. Come to your country, take your country, steal your resources, knock your ruler, off the throne, and put theirs in place. They run your country, man.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Oh, Michael 2 and 2 on that. Go ahead, please.
He will weep with his eyes, but if he finds opportunity, he will not be satisfied with love.
That's right. The devil cries something, you point him out on something, the cry swept down on him. He get you, man. He'll make you believe it, and then he'll stab you in your back. He will not be satisfied with blood. Kill your ass. You believe it, you fell for it, now you're in the spirit world. That's what the devil do. He's been doing it for millennia, man. And he got our people destroyed, man. Our people are following this devil, believe every word he says. We in slavery, this white man ain't the devil, that's the devil. I'm like, he is the devil.
Right.
And you still in slavery. And he fooling everybody, man. But his skirt has been uncovered lately. If y'all notice, me and the Lord, we out here, we tell y'all what this devil doing, and you see it for yourself. That's what he's doing. The Bible don't lie, man. It tell us everything, all the blueprints, the plans the devil's got for the children of Israel and for you heathen and everybody else. But the children of Israel, we trying to wake you up. Hell with the other nations. We trying to wake you up so you can catch and get that ticket, get aboard the ship when he self-destruct.
Right. Great point.
Thou lovest all thy words, O thou deceitful tongue. So hey, they deceitful, man. The damn devil, the Bible speaks of. And he got y'all food thinking it's the devil in the ground that do, don't eat your burger. How long? He talking about his damn self. That's a smoke screen. To cover up who he really is, the damn devil. The red devil, look at him. He ain't white, he's red. Look out at the sun, look at him out in the sun now. They red. They get emotional. They turn red. They get, they red. They get damn devil.
They get them skin diseases. Psoriasis and shit. That shit be looking terrible, man. Yeah, skin just be chaffing off their body and shit. Yeah, man.
Turn red, blue, purple.
Right.
I got a definition of
That's what leprosy is, man.
Yeah. It's the word for man. It says Adam. It says perhaps so far from the idea of redness to compare to Adam. It says the Arabs distinguish two races of men, one red, ruddy, which we call white, and the other black. But the one that is white is Esau Edom, so-called white man. Right. But his blood shows forth through his skin.
Right. And they point at term white to try to hide themselves, man. Yeah. Because when you look at the correlation of what white man is, it means pure, angelic, innocent. Innocent. It was false of Esau. He's the true nigger. Right?
He's really the black.
Right. Yeah, he calls us black to say that we're dead, born in light. Like I said, he's the true nigger, man, because the way that you see our people operate today, they learned that from him. We weren't like this back during slavery, man. That when you read our customs in the Bible, this Bible is our history book, man.
Even just to add to your point, even off of the fact of just generations ago,
Exactly.
2-3 generations removed, because of all the indoctrination of what? The philosophies, the doctrines, the wines of Esau Edom. It's drowning out Jake.
Yeah, you got, some older Jake out here. I'm pretty sure, they can attest when they was young to see our people acting the way they do now, man. Yeah. Shit, I mentioned slavery because you look at slavery, the family structure was still, it said, I think it was 72%, I forget the numbers, but pretty much the family structure was still intact. Now, they don't even know what family is now.
Yeah, it's about the 1960s.
Yeah.
Before all those movements came along. Feminism, sexual liberation, get the man out of the house to receive government support. At that point, that's when the family structure started to get broken apart.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I came on back then.
Exactly.
Like, you couldn't stay home with your dad. Your dad had to go. In order for your mama or your grandma or your auntie and them, to get that assistance from the government. There wasn't many jobs back then. Our women, all they did work is like little old dry cleaners. Our men didn't hardly work nowhere. On the city, doing, this and that, whatever they could. The girls still work. But a lot of them didn't, man. So those survived, we had to go on welfare. I was on welfare, he was. But there wasn't no man in the house.
Hey.
That happened back in the 60s. I was a little boy. You go to everybody's house, where your dad at? He had to move. He couldn't stay with him. Not unless he fortunately had a job back then.
This is just why it's important to have that, the different generations, the young generation to go back and hear stories. Like I was going to about man. They separated pretty much the old versus the young, to where these little niggas now, if they even have their grandparents are fucking these new age grandparents, man. They ain't really witnessing them, man. So they can't relate. That's why a lot of them, his new generation don't even know about slavery, man. They don't know about the things that, brothers from this people from this other generation had to go through, man.
And if they would come out, they would check. If they would catch a man out or his clothes or anything, they would throw you out on the street right there on the spot. In the many days, these guys came home on a school bus and people's whole household furniture sitting on the side of the damn lawn because they called him, you know, a man was living with him. Or your son, if he was on 18, was living with you. You turned 18, you had to leave.
Right. That's some shit. If you had a man living in a house,
Yeah.
you lost him. Come on,
You
man.
was on the program, go to something.
That's crazy.
Well, they throw you
That's
out.
why Jake do that today to their kids. When you 18, you gotta get the hell up out of my house.
Right.
But that is all. Because
Yeah.
if you read how families begin in the ancient world, it'd be the grandparents, the second generation and third generation all living on the same roof.
Yep.
This car still do that.
I mean, and
it's
all
public.
of this here comes, it all comes back to Esau.
Y'all got to talk loud. That rain is loud.
Go back to,
Talk real loud. That rain is heavy.
you run it back. This is the book, Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne.
So I said there is no throne. Hebrews all right, that goes into power of authority. It's like the movie Lord of the Rings when you had the dude Gandalf, he had like a staff, you know, and then like the dude had broke it, which was represented taking away that power. So pretty much the Lord taking away power from Esau. Can we get that?
Sirach, chapter 10, verse 4. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of Yahweh, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Not going into the 12 tribes, you see, but the one that is not profitable is ruling right now. You see, so that's why he got to be taken out of rulership because he's ruling the earth in unrighteousness.
That rain is loud.
Isaiah 47, Isaiah 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees. Thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
And this place is no longer being called tender and delicate. Like we got in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. You know, that shameful spewing is on their glory.
Habakkuk 2 and 16. Thou art filled with shame and glory. Rent thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spirit shall be on thy glory.
Pretty much for this glory, he had that shameful spewing. And that's why in Obadiah, the 1st chapter, it says he's been made small amongst the heathen. They don't want him to do this stuff.
Habakkuk 2 and 16. The Good News translation, it reads,
The rain is getting the cameras wet.
I know. That's why we just trying to slide
Habakkuk
it
2
back.
and 16. You in turn will
It ain't too
become
bad,
with
though. It's
shame instead of honor. You yourself will drink and stagger. The Lord will make you drink your own cup of punishment, and your honor will be turned to disgrace. Habakkuk 2 and 16, the Good News translation reads, you in turn will be covered with shame instead of honor. You yourself will drink and stagger. The Lord will make you drink your own cup of punishment, and your honor will be turned to disgrace.
That's why we had that particular time around the bid time where they was removing all those statues and stuff like that.
Right.
Because that shameful spirit is on Esau's glory. When he held as honor or respect, you know, now it's being held as that shameful spirit.
Exactly.
Hey man, you had a whole crowd coming out there with pickup trucks, throwing
Exactly.
dragging people up on the top, taking their heads off the statues. Man, you devils are being exposed, man.
Because everything he honored and glorified, he got it through what? Murder. Rape, robbery, and murder, man. And all his little history goes back to that. So people were throwing statues in the lake, graffiti, blowing them shits up.
I got a piece of that on the bed. This is Job 20 and 10. His children shall seek to please the Lord, and his hands shall restore their goods. Because like I was saying, Esau tried to, appease Jacob by taking down these statues of these slave owners, these different notable Edomites, but we know, according to that scripture you always bring up on along, he can't do good. If you do it good, it's really something evil behind you. Because really, in one hand, yeah, he's trying to do that, but then you look at the other hand, the reason for that was because they don't want the other generation to know that history.
Yeah. That's why. I'm about to say that's why he took out cursive out of the curriculum at school.
Look over down, verse 10. back up what Papa Juan said. For thy violence against thy brother, Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. See? They trying to cover up that damn violence by taking down them statues and removing, trying to, change history now. You got this one, Candace Owens on the internet, run her damn mouth talking about trying to change the whole history of slavery. The bitch that makes you mad at Edomite to sit on their damn side, and they're going to try to pass that through, to the students. They're trying to slay it. We just came over here, and didn't stir it, and really, it wasn't no slave ship. Where the slave ship? We can't find them. That, people all kind of lies and stuff, man.
And he even got blood out Israelites telling you they want them slaves.
All that together is just showing you he can't work with that. That's right. Because his whole history is marred by that bloodshed that he has put throughout all the earth.
Yeah.
Right? Once again, we'll speak about it. Let's go through the history real quick. You got how was Christianity formed? You got the Crusades, right? We had Edomites going throughout the whole earth, killing anybody that didn't want to worship Jesus. The Ottoman Turks, all right, the Greeks, the Romans, okay? Going all the way back to Esau. They have a history of bloodshed, man. All right, going back, hey, his forefather, Cain, within his seed line was the first 3 weapons on the earth. All right, his name was Wayan, right? So that shows you that's Esau's name. You can't hide that.
Right. That same spirit has been reincarnated through him, to the biblical Edomite. The sons of the wicked, going all the way back to the garden, man, the serpent seed, man. Yep. Right.
Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, came high. And go back to Genesis 4:14. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from the face I shall be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth.
I know.
And that's what y'all did. Y'all ran and y'all hide. And y'all running from y'all mother and y'all shot. Y'all running from y'all nationality, who y'all really are. Right. You damn serpent and the damn God. That's right. That's why you renamed everybody. Hide. You renamed every animal, everything.
Right.
Hide.
But now pursuing to what? Isaiah 25. Get that real quick. Isaiah 25:7. The Lord said he was going to remove that veil.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 25, verse 7. It reads, he will destroy his mountains, the face of the covering shine over the old socket. I'm going to read it again. Isaiah 25, verse 7. And he will destroy in his mountains the face of the covering shine over all people, and the veil that spreadeth over all nations.
Right. Pretty much, Esau, the refuge of lies that he entrusted in, those things are being exposed. Like it says in Habakkuk, I can't remember the chapter, but pretty much it goes into how the knowledge of the Lord will cover the earth as it does the sea, roughly paraphrasing. Pretty much, this truth is going out, so Esau's being made a liar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Isaiah,
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 2. Take the millstone and grind meal. Uncover thy locks, make bare the legs. Uncover the thighs, pass over the river. Verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and will not meet thee as a man.
And so pretty much the devil is being exposed. You even got you might see this coming out and exposed the devil as well.
So, 64 verse 8. They shall make them on tongue who fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
The whole ground all this metal. Metal is attract light.
You got Edomites out there doing videos exposing other Edomites. Telling you about all the wickedness and all of that, man.
So their whole system.
Yeah.
Going into the movie that I brought up, it was called Freedom.
Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom. You see, Edomite, it was Edomite, right? Yeah, Edomite pretty much came out and spilled the beans.
most of the information that we get is from Esau.
Right. And that's, you know, it's ironic because when you go into it's a still that when you look at the poster, you can, in the still it spells out end of Edom, and then under it says incredible story. So that's going to show you, man. It's symbolic, bro.
Yes, sir. He out of there.
This is the book of Isaiah 47 verse 8. Therefore, hear now this. Thou art given pleasure.
Who's given to pleasure? America, Babylon the Great. Everybody lives in insatiable lifestyle.
And we just had the month that just passed, right, called Pride Month, man. Right, showing you that these devils are supposed to nothing but wicked. Everything contrary to what the scripture says.
And what's great about it too is Pride Month, pretty much they take pride in going against the Lord.
Exactly.
So you know, that dwelleth carelessly, that saith in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the lost children.
That's pretty much the spirit of Esau and American Babylon the Great.
Can I eat off of that right quick? Revelation chapter 18 and 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. Okay? So that's the American mindset leading all the way up to the nuclear destruction, man. That they're not going to have to worry about any type of destruction of their land. But it's coming by way of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the judgment.
Isaiah 47 verse 9. But these two things all come to pursue in a moment, in a day. Loss of children, right? Back up what I talked about. Loss of children and widowhood, it shall come upon thee in thy perfection, in destruction. For the multitude of thy sorcery and for the great abundance of thy enchantment. Continuing on, and it says, Isaiah 47 verse 10, thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me.
That will feel like he's not being seen by the Lord. See, the Lord takes a record of everything.
Right. Thy wisdom of thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me.
And that's that right there is that God complex that Esau Edom has, man. Can somebody grab that right quick? Where it speaks about how he's trying to sit in the temple of the Most High. No, that's in 1 Thessalonians. No, 2 Thessalonians. So like 2 Thessalonians 2.
I know it's probably hard to hear.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. Verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there will come a falling away first.
Right, Israel had to fall away out of power. Right, going all the way back to 70 AD. All right, the siege of Jerusalem. Keep reading.
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
The man of sin, the son of perdition. Who is the man of sin? All right, Esau. It tells you in the book of Malachi, right, that Esau Edom is the border of wickedness. Okay, so that means wherever he goes, wickedness follows. He is that son of perdition. Who is the self-proclaimed white man of today?
Verse 4. Who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High.
Right, opposing himself against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's why we're saying what? The law, statutes, and commandments that are pushed in this land, they're all contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments. They're contrary to righteousness. Keep reading.
So that he has the Most High citizen, the temple of the Most High, show himself that he is the Most High.
Going into his God complex, right? He is fully set on this new age endeavor to micro hit people, man. All right, so that he can really sit in your temple, right? So that he can really put that digital all in you and have you under subjection. That's crazy how the Rangers stop.
But that goes into
The Rangers.
when you read in Psalm, I think that's 53, when Esau was trying to help the Babylonians take down Jacob. They said when they destroyed the temple, I was listening to the brothers from GMS Home Assembly going through it earlier. When you go into the commentary for that chapter, the reason why they wanted to destroy the temple because they wanted to remove the influence of the Most High from the earth. And we're seeing that now.
We the temple now.
Exactly.
So they're trying to remove us.
Hey, he did it with Cain. When he killed Abel, he tried to remove the Most High's influence from the earth.
Exactly. Trying to take away that righteous line. That's why Seth had to be born.
That's right.
Right? Which Seth goes back to compensation. So Seth was the one that continued the righteous line.
That's right.
There's nothing that Esau cannot take out the righteous seed line, man. His ambitions is too big. Like me and the brother Quan Walk was just speaking, like this nigga's ambitions are more. It's more hard to do that than to just let things run its natural course.
Right. That's why he's trying to block out the sun. He tried to nuke the moon. He's trying to search out the heavens, the ocean beneath. Because the Lord made mockery of him in Jeremiah, 33, 31, somewhere in there.
Right.
We said, look, if you can search out the heavens and the earth beneath, I'll do away with the seed of Israel.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, that nigga searching hard.
Hard.
That was big. That's good.
Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 7.
Yeah.
But it came to pass that when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabians and the Amorites and the Ashdodites heard that the walls of Jerusalem were being made up, and that the breaches began to be stopped, then they were very wroth and conspired all of them together to come and fight against Jerusalem to hinder it. Also, if our adversary is conspiring against us as we speak, man.
Yep.
They fear. So what's the come? They understand once Joshua is established under the true rulership, then that means that they're going into captivity forever.
Gone.
Isaiah 47 and verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it rises, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off.
Pretty much in the scriptures, Job, the 20th chapter, it says that the Most High is going to cast the judgment while he is evil. So he's unaware.
So you know, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Verse 12. Stand now with thy enchantment, and with thy multitude thy sorcery, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Nah, that's pretty much what he's going to do. When we get to Isaiah 19.
Verse 3. We put Isaiah 19 and verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the drummers, to them that familiar spirits, and to the wizards.
Now that's pretty much what we saw even in the door. You see? That's like, where that at?
And they shall seek to the idols, and to the drummers, and to them that familiar spirits, and to the wizards.
So pretty much they're trying to entrust in their witchcraft, but it's not going to work. It's already been prophesied this place is going down, and that's what we're seeing.
Yep.
Isaiah 47 verse 13. Thou art weary in thy multitude of thy counsel. Let now thy astrologers, thy stargazers, monkey prognosticators stand up, save thee from the things that shall come upon thee.
And that's not going to happen because the scripture says that we will not kill Babylon, but she is not here. So everything that Esau is doing on the left-hand side is not going to work. You see, again, it's already prophesied that his devil's going to go down.
Yep.
So you know, verse 14, Isaiah 47:14. Behold, they shall be a stubble, fire shall burn them, they shall not deliver themselves to the power of the flame, there shall not be a coal to warm them at, nor a fire to set before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander everyone to his quarters, none shall save thee.
Pretty much this place has a first-class ticket to destruction.
That's right.
See? Like that. Hey, boys, what is that lesson was edifying? We got to close it out by saying,
Call La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Akakodash.
Hey, shalom.
Kwam Yashala. Baba